First off, thanks Patrick for letting me jump in on the afterthoughts. Sorry guys, I missed out on the show. I didn't hear my alarm. That was my fault. My bad. Won't happen again. I promise. Anyway, I think the topic where my topic where we were discussing Switch pricing in terms of games that have been coming out as of late and seeing same day discounts on other platforms is something that we really need to start paying attention to. Um, I can totally see it as it being a case by case situation that we do have to take into consideration what games are requiring a massive amount of work to get them onto Switch, like your Skyrim, like your Doom, like your Rocket League, as opposed to games that we are seeing, like the Enter the Gungeons, like and I'm just I'm picking out games that I have specifically seen that are really not that much different than its other console slash PC versions of these games. The Jackbox parties, the Hammer watches, the Coma recut. And I will take a slight jab at ukulele. I mean, yes, they have all the updates that this Switch version has, and we're still paying full price for it. Um, Granted, I know a lot of work goes into these games regardless, but I feel like there is a certain disingenuous thing, and I don't think it's intentional. It's a business at the end of the day, and these developers need to try to make money. So if there's a game that is being re-released on another console, they're probably going to try to sell it at a lower price on their other consoles, their other platforms, and the PC that they originally had these games on to try to get an extra couple dollars out of the game on those consoles as well, based off what's being released on the Switch for the first time. So I can understand from there, but I'm still a little bit torn at the whole aspect of we see these games coming out on Switch, and I really want to buy them for the Switch, but I'm paying full price as opposed to some of these games being discounted upwards of almost 75% off. I'm not even joking. Especially with the Steam sales happening as well, and your flash sales, and we're in the heat of the holiday now. I get it, but the fact that we're not seeing the same love on Switch kind of hurts me a little bit. So I feel like this again, Guru and Patrick both said it best. It comes down to voting with your wallet. And I also have been doing my due diligence to let people know, like, hey, I'm playing this game on Switch, but just know that you don't have to buy it on Switch unless you absolutely want to play it portably, if like that's your key way of playing like me. There's other means of getting this game for a lot cheaper if you're trying to game on a budget. And so that's just part of, I think that's what it just comes down to. And I sorry if I keep repeating myself, but yeah, vote with your wallet. And if you want to see these games at at similar costs, I think what ultimately will end up happening is once all these indie devs catch up to like having their games ported over to Switch, when once we get there, we'll hopefully start to see same day releases to where we don't have to worry about paying a different price just for being on a platform that we choose to play video games on, and we can all have the same sales at the same time one day. I hope this isn't a situation that just becomes permanent and playing catch up, especially with the physical releases, which is another thing that Patrick brought up, which was a great point. That's a whole other beast that I can go to discussion for another time, but I don't want to take up any more Patrick's time. So here you go. Here's Patrick again. Sorry guys. I'll catch you guys in the next episode of Planet Nintendo.